Mathematics, Chapter 5, Inverse Function, let's go. Assalamualaikum and very good day everyone. So this is question for today. Find the inverse function if they exist and state the domain and range for the inverse function. So this is a function that was given to us, fx equals to modulus x minus 1. In order for us to find the inverse function, we need to make sure a function is a one-to-one function or not. So how to determine a one-to-one function? There is two methods, which is the algebraic method and the graphical method. But today I will be explaining to you about the graphical method or the horizontal line test. And the condition for this method, the horizontal line need to intersect at one point on the graph. So first step for graphical method is we need to sketch the graph, and as we know, this function is an absolute function, so the graph is V-shaped. So and then you need to label x and y axis, and then we need to make sure to find the intercept for x axis and y axis. So how do we find x intercept and y intercept? So x intercept y0, y intercept x0. On semua x intercept, y intercept. So what do I mean by that is x-intercept y0, substitute 0 into y position and move -1 to the other side. So it will be x equals to 1. So x-intercept is 1. So for y-intercept x0, so y equals to 0 minus 1. So it will be as -1. But since this is a modulus, so y will be equals to 1. So the x-intercept for this, the y-intercept for this graph is 1. And then make a horizontal line between the graph. And as you can see, there is a two intersection point on the graph. So fx intersects at 2 points, and so fx is not 1 to 1. Thus, f inverse x doesn't exist. So that should be your final answer.
Based on 1b question, they are given a function which is qx equal to 7 plus 4x cubed. So we will be using algebraic method to determine whether it is a one-to-one function or not. First, we let qx1 equal to qx2. So we will get 7 plus 4x1 cube equal to 7 plus 4x2 cube. We can cut 7 on both sides. And then we will get 4x1 cube equal to 4x2 cube. We also can cut 4 on both sides either. So we will get x1 cube equal to x2 cube. Transfer the cube on x1 to the right side. So we will get x1 cube root x2 cube. So the final answer we should have is x1 equal to x2. Therefore, this function is a one-to-one function. And the inverse function for qx is exists.
Next, we will find the inverse function of qx. So let inverse function of qx equals to y, qy equals to x. The equation for qy is 4y cubed plus 7 equals to x. We will need to find the value of y, so 4y cubed equals to x minus 7. Y cubed equals to x minus 7 over 4. Y equals to cube root x minus 7 over 4. So the equation for the inverse function of qx is cube root x minus 7 over 4. The domain function of qx is this is a cubic function, so the domain is negative infinity, infinity, and the range of the qx function is negative infinity, infinity. Based on this domain and range, we will get the inverse function. The domain of inverse function of qx is negative infinity, infinity, and the range of the inverse function of qx is negative infinity, infinity.